the stands or concourse area. Any kid who retrieves a foul ball, we ask, that he please return it to the concession stand in exchange for a $1 coupon. Kids are not allowed in any dugout area, including behind the A's dugout or the Kewaskum A's dugout. And for your safety and for the safety of others, there's no running in the stands or concourse. Wildwood Park is a smoke and vape-free facility. If you wish to smoke, we ask that you please step out through the main gate into the parking lot. If you have any questions or if someone is interfering with your fan experience, please locate a member of the A staff to assist you. We ask that all fans please show respect to the players, umpires, and fellow fans throughout tonight's game. I want to remind you, if you can't make a home game, you can always tune into the live broadcast on Sheboygan's YouTube and Facebook pages, powered by Do4 Advertising. Fans, if you haven't done so already, be sure to pick up your A's Game Day program for just $2 each. You can win prizes tonight from Peabody's Pizza, Budweiser, Culver's, Northwoods, Niesfeld's, Magic Car Wash, Big B Coffee, North Shore Homes, Irish Roofing, Fire Fitness, and more. Your first pitches and starting lineup will be coming up in just a few moments. Bill, just say throwing out tonight's first pitches, drivers from Plymouth Dirt Track Racing.
At this time, we have a few ceremonial first pitches. I can introduce to you drivers from the Plymouth Dirt Track Racing Association. Guys, go ahead.
All right, thank you once again to the drivers from Plymouth Dirt Track Racing. Throwing out tonight's ceremony first pitches and bringing their race cars out to the ballpark.
A little late, but has Menasha been eliminated from, could they still be the champs?
Did we do,
I think at best they could tie,
Okay,
but I don't know for sure.
okay.
should we do Kewaskum?
Yep. Go ahead.
Tonight's starting lineup for the Kewaskum A's. In center field, number 23, Dylan Dieter. At shortstop, number 16, Jalen Gelling. Third baseman, number 21, TJ Roberts. At second base, number 24, Sean Menzel. At first base, number 27, Jared Chesick. Right fielder, number 3, Brady Burrell. Catching, number 10, Hunter Losher. Designated hitter, number 22, Andrew Nye. Left fielder, number 7, Landon Behringer. And pitching, number 9, Nick Rosenthal.
Yeah, it's on.
I meant about the volume.
What?
The volume already is on.
Oh.
Maybe.
And now the starting lineup for your
We still
Sheboygan
don't know
A's.
for playing on Tuesday.
In center field, number 15, Gus Walker. At shortstop, number 5, Luke Smock. Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelp. Right fielder, number 18, Brady Jackerson. First baseman, number 17, Jacob Meese. Catching, number 7, Ian Mary. Designated hitter, number 42, Brad Reinfleck. In left field, number 28, Justin Schnell. At second base, number 11, Bennett Becker. And tonight's starting pitcher, number 13, Hunter Metzler. These are managed by Jim Moyer, assisted by Jim Lee. To honor America and those defending our freedoms, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats and headwear, place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national
So for
anthem
the tournament,
by Bill
no
Luba.
Lose both of their final 2 state league games. They play tonight against LaSalle's, tomorrow against Burlington. If they win any one of them, we'll be home Tuesday. That's right.
And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sheboygan A's Baseball. My name is Mike Martin. I'll be your broadcaster tonight in this important Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League game. Tonight the A's play Kewaskum. Kewaskum in the standings is 10-4. A win solidifies their sole possession of first place. Sheboygan is 8-7 in the league. And this will be their last league game this season. They are 8-7 currently. Kewaskum has 2 left. Sheboygan comes in 33-22. They finished state league play 15-15 the other night. with a win against Burlington. That was a 2-1 thriller won by Luke Smock in the ninth inning. No Jimmy Jurgensen tonight. He's off to the Northwoods League playing for the Lake Shore Chinooks and actually starting and batting third for them. Earlier this season, we played Kewaskum on May 24th and lost that game 3-2. And then in June, we played a doubleheader. Those were also league games. We split. Actually, that May 24th game, we did win 3-2. On June 25th, we split a doubleheader, winning 8-4 and losing 9-6. And then in the WABC tournament on July 19th, we beat Kewaskum 7-6. So we're 3-1 overall, 2-1 in league. And leading off for Kewaskum will be their center fielder, Dylan Dietert. Pitching for Sheboygan is Hunter Netzler, making his second appearance with the ball club. In his first appearance, he did well. We don't have any stats on that currently, but he's a good one. Ball is hit foul. Defensively for Sheboygan, Neese is at first. Bennett Becker's at second. Luke Smock is at short, and Harry Stelt is at third. Around the outfield, Justin Schnell is in left. Gus Walker is in center, and Brady Zackerson is in right. Ian Mary is catching, and Netzler pitching. One pitch comes in high. Game time temperature is 75 degrees. We have overcast skies, but basically a very nice night for a ball game. That foul ball evens the count at 2-2. Breaking ball in there for a called strike three. We mentioned the temperature in the skies. The wind is blowing gently out towards left. So balls hit to left field may get a bit of a boost. That brings up Jake Gellings, the shortstop. Sheboygan short a few players tonight. We mentioned Jurgensen not here. When they came out for the national anthem, the only substitutes for Sheboygan, other than the coaching staff, was Ben Vorpal and Dylan Davis. A couple of pitchers. Infield defense should be solid. Stelt a regular at third, and Smock a regular now at short. Becker has played a lot of second base throughout the season, and Jacob Neese over at first is pretty much a regular over there. The only real change is Schnell out in left field, but we've seen him play out there, and he does a nice job, so we're not too worried about that. Netzler's 2-1 breaking ball stays up. It's 3-1. There's one out. We're in the top of the first inning. This is a 9-inning ball game. Netzler touches the outside corner for a strike. Nice crowd in the ballpark. This again was a rain makeup from earlier in the season. And we saw on Tuesday night a nice crowd. That was a rain makeup date also. very exciting game, too. A 2-1 victory. Luke Smock getting a base hit to left in the bottom of the ninth inning to win it 2-1. Brad Reinflesch swing and a miss by Gellings. 2 outs for Kewaskum in the top of the first. The winning pitcher on Tuesday was Brad Reinflesch. Pitched a beauty. Jared Recolaitis, pardon me. Reinflesch, who normally starts, is going to be the DH tonight for Sheboygan. Had a chance to speak with Brad after the game the other night, and he was mentioning he's planning on making a start this weekend. I think it'll probably be on Saturday, and I don't think he'll pitch the whole game. What they want to do is give him an opportunity to set a record, most strikeouts in a season, and he needs 4 to tie and 5 to be the record holder alone. Pitch is outside. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs. We're in the top of the first inning. The game has more significance, obviously, for Kewaskum. Sheboygan, of course, would like to dash some of those hopes, make them sweat a little bit more. Kewaskum 10-4 in the league. They have 2 games left, the one tonight and then another one. We're not sure when that is or who it's against even. Sheboygan comes in 8-7 and pretty much struggled all year with this league, finally climbing over 500 last week and then the other night. Ball hit foul down the right field line. 3-2 is the count. There's 2 outs. Metzler's pitch is down low. Roberts will take a walk. Roberts did appear in a game for Sheboygan. I know whenever we get the updated stats, we always see his name at the very top of the list. He's 1 for 1 on the season. And when we've seen him here with Kewaskum, he's hit very well for the Kewaskum A's. Not much of a base stealer over at first. You won't see him stealing much. Pitch is called a ball, makes the count 2 balls and no strikes. We're 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Metzler looking to get that final out. Got the first 2 batters striking out, and now he's run into a little trouble. A walk to Roberts and a 3-0 count to Sean Menzel. Menzel's the second baseman for Kewaskum. Swinging 3-0, fouled it straight back. Three-one pitch, down low for ball 4. And that'll bring up Jared Chesick, the first baseman.
First baseman number 27, Jared Chesick.
Chesick, a big kid. Looks like he packs some power in that bat. First pitch is a ball. Robert's getting a nice lead out at second base. You can see that on the top of your screen. Pitch is in for a strike. You could see Roberts take a great big lead. Nobody's holding him tight. Smock is staying at his position at short, and Bennett Becker took a couple steps over, but he's still not very close to the bag. 1-1 pitch coming up. That pitch is on the outside corner. Called strike 2. Netzler's attends Marion University in his second game, like I mentioned, with Sheboygan this year. Did not play with them last year. Breaking ball is outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Good fastball, but Chesick able to fight it off. Going through a lot of baseballs. Resetting the situation. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the first, but Kewaskum threatening with runners on first and second. Netzler trying to work out of a jam of his own creating. Struck out 2 and then walked the next 2. Ball taken for a ball. 3-2 is the count. Runners should be on the move. And Chesick again able to fight it off. Fouls it right at home plate. We'll do it all again. Menzel had a good jump off of first. Roberts not so much off of second. Netzler trying to keep him close by pausing for a long time before delivering the pitch. See what happens here. Pitch is low, and that loads the bases. Brady Burrell is up. Burrell is out in right field tonight. Force at any base for Sheboygan. I hope Netzler is not on a pitch count. Bouncing ball up the middle. And Smock takes it and steps on the base for the third out. After a half inning of play, Kewaskum nothing. Sheboygan coming to bat.
Fans registration is now open for the Snipe Scramble Golf Outing, presented by the Sheboygan Athletic Club on Sunday, August 20th. Register now at SheboyganAthleticClub.org. Stop by the A1 Sweat Shack merchandise in stock this summer. And while you're over that way, be sure to pick up your game day programs for just $2. Those programs make you eligible to win prizes all game long. The second Thursday of every month is bingo night from the Sheboygan Athletic Club. Next Sheboygan Athletic Club bingo is Thursday, August 10th over at the Town of Sheboygan Town Hall. Doors open at 5 p.m. First call the evening 6:30.
Let's go through Sheboygan's batting order. Gus Walker is going to lead off tonight. He, of course, is in center field. Batting second, Luke Smock. You saw Smock pick up that ground ball and step on second to end the top of the first. Hitting third is Harry Stelt. Batting fourth, the Northwoods cleanup hitter is Brady Zackerson. Batting fifth, Jacob Neese. Batting sixth, Ian Mary. Batting seventh is the DH, Brad Reinflesch. Batting eighth, Justin Schnell out in left field. And Bennett Becker is batting ninth and playing second base tonight.
Leading off for the A's, center fielder number 15, Gus Walker.
Walker the other night went 1 for 3. Rosenthal's first pitch is a strike. Gus swinging at that pitch, fouls it back, puts the count at 0-2. Pitch is just inside. That was close. Walker hits it hard to deep center field, racing back as a center fielder, and he can't get it. It drops right near the wall, and Walker's going to pull into second with a stand-up double. Good effort out there by Dietert, but when he got close to the wall, he had to pull up a little bit, and that was just enough to allow the ball to drop. That brings up Luke Smock, the shortstop. Keep an eye on Walker. He's not afraid to steal third. Slow grounder. Rosenthal looks him back and makes the play over at first. Good play by him. And that brings up Harry Stelt.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
Harry leads the ball club in RBIs. And he added to that total. No, he did not the other night. It was the night before. He had a couple of RBIs. Harry played for Kewaskum last night, had 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. He splits time. We've talked about that. He's a baseball player. He loves to play the game. His first allegiance is with Sheboygan, so when these teams play each other, he does play with Sheboygan. But on off nights, the wife lets him go out of the house, and she says goodbye, and Harry goes and plays a little more. So see if he can replicate last night's performance tonight. Ball is popped foul. Although we heard the right field was only in the 270s in terms of distance. I'm not sure if that's where Harry hit his home runs. 2-1 pitch. Hit that one high and deep. Dietert got a bad break on it, but he comes in now and makes the catch. And Walker will be able to walk into third, tagging up on that deep fly ball to center field. Well, tough break for Harry. Dieter did not break on the ball very quickly, but was hit so high he was able to get back there. Brings up Brady Zackerson. Rosenthal's first pitch is in for a strike. Line drive out to deep center field, way back there, off the wall. Zackerson is going to have another double. And Sheboygan is on the board. Good piece of hitting there by Brady. He leads the ball club in doubles. I believe that's his 14th double of the season. And that's going to bring up Jacob Neese. Neese with an RBI chance. Anything hit to the outfield, Zackerson should be able to score. He's one of the faster runners on the ball club. A good rip at it, but fold it straight back. Zackerson on second with his RBI double. Ground ball through the shortstop position. Zackerson racing around. There'll be no play on him. Another base hit and an RBI for Jacob Neese. And Sheboygan on top quickly here in the bottom of the first with a couple of runs. RBI hits by Neese and Zackerson. That brings up Ian Mary. Neese trying to get a good lead over at first base. It'll be interesting to see if they send him. That base hit by Jacob Neese to left field, that's where he usually hits. And found a spot. The shortstop was shaded over trying to keep the runner close. I don't know why. The runner was on third base. Fly ball out to center, and that ends the inning, but not before. Sheboygan puts 2 on the board, and after 1 complete, it's Sheboygan 2, Kewaskum nothing.
Fans, take a look at your A's game day programs. The A's had 2 doubles that inning. That's brought to you by Big D Coffee. You got program number 192 or 195. This one prize courtesy of Big D Coffee. 192, 195. You can stop by the A's team store. And Advanced Comfort Systems is the proud naming rights sponsor of the Skybox here at Wildwood Park. More information on how you can rent out the Skybox for a future A's date this season or next. Visit SheboyganBaseball.org for more information. Our play ball kids each game are presented by Midwest Communications. Our 2 little play ball kids this evening were not able to make it due to an illness in the family. But we thank them anyway for signing up through Midwest Communications, which includes Sheboygan's Country B93, 104.5 and 96.1 The Point, WHBL, and 106.5 The Buzz. The 2023 A season is presented by Myers. This upcoming Sunday is our final Meyer general admission ticket to the game. Tickets get to run the bases post-game and get player autographs and more. Get your tickets now at SheboyganBaseball.org.
Leading off the second inning for Kewaskum will be their catcher, Hunter Lozier. And he'll be followed by Andrew Nye, the DH, and then the number 9 hitter, Landon Beringer. Beringer's playing out in left field tonight for the Kewaskum A's. Good hitting by Sheboygan in the first. The other night, I think the entire game they had maybe 3 hits. Yep, they had 3 hits the entire game against Burlington. Tonight they got 3 hits in the first inning. So good start for them. Lozier takes that first pitch for a ball. Swing and a miss by Lozier. Evens the count at 1-1. We do have a schedule change. Saturday's doubleheader has been changed to 1 9-inning game. It's against the Chicago Clout, and the start time is 5 o'clock. I'll mention that a few more times during our broadcast of this 9-inning game. We're a little short-handed up here in the press box. This used to be the old A team, Bill, CJ, and myself. That outside pitch evens the count at 2-2. In the top of the first, Netzler got the first 2 Kewaskum hitters, but then walked the next 3 before finally getting a ground out. That pitch is just off the corner for a ball, and Lozier works a walk. And that brings up Andrew Nye, the DH. First pitch in the dirt. Mary not able to get it blocked. It goes as a wild pitch, and that sends the runner down to second base. Lozier. Netzler with a long pause trying to keep the runner close at second. Pitch comes in, it's a ball, it's 2-0. Netzler really struggling with the strike zone. Since getting those first 2 outs in the first, it's been an adventure to say the least. And ball 3. Netzler comes set and delivers. That pitch is in for a strike. Runner at second, not taking a real big lead. The middle infielder is not holding him close. That pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. That makes the count full now, 3-2. Second batter this inning that's gone 3-2. Lozier able to work the walk. Let's see what Nye does. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Hunter Netzler, and he gets the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Landon Beringer.
Left fielder number 7, Landon Beringer.
Outfield for Sheboygan, medium depth and straight away. Can see that runner on second not getting too far away from the bag. The Sunday doubleheader against the Chicago Warriors is still on. That's scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. Netzler set to deliver. That pitch is down low. Good stop by Mary. Keep it getting past. With Lozier taking a little bit of liberty at second base, maybe they can pick him off. That's in there for a strike. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beringer looking to get an RBI. Netzler is going to try to prevent that. Not too many breaking balls from Hunter Netzler. And that one just off the corner. And good job by Beringer not to swing at it. Count is even at 2-2. See Lozier out at second base. Ball is popped foul, out of play. Waiting on deck is the leadoff hitter, Dylan Dietert. That pitch is low. It's now 3-2. It's been a struggle for Hunter Netzler. Got a feel for him. Hard to get the crowd involved too when you have so many balls and so many deep counts and not much hitting of the ball. Ball is popped up. Mary's got a beat on it behind home plate, and he's got it. Nice catch by Ian Mary. And now there's 2 outs in the top of the second, and Dietert is up.
Center fielder number 23, Dylan Dietert.
Lozier still on second base. He led off the game, or the inning, pardon me, with a walk, and then went to second on a wild pitch. Since that time, Netzler has gotten 9 on strikes and a pop out to the catcher by Behringer. See if he can work out of the inning again. Kewaskum left 3 on base in the first. Hopefully they leave another runner on here in the second. Breaking balls hit out to center field. Walker is there and makes the catch. And that ends the second inning for Kewaskum after an inning and a half. Sheboygan 2, Kewaskum nothing.
As the regular season comes to a conclusion this weekend, it's going to be home Saturday and Sunday to close out the regular season. But we'll have one final home game next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. Wisconsin State the step ladder playoffs. That schedule is still to be determined, so keep an eye out to SheboyganBaseball.org for information, but be sure to get your tickets for this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, SheboyganBaseball.org. Don't forget, you can listen to A's manager Tim Moyer every Monday morning. Just tune in at 8:10 a.m. to Cow Country on 98.5 FM or 1420 a.m. Plus, we're always streaming live at cowcountry.us. Now, fans, it's time to get on your feet and show us your best dance moves. It's time for the Legendaries Dance Contest. The best dancer in the stands is taking home a gift card from Legendaries. Tonight's song, the one and only Chicken Dance.
Leading off for the A's, designated hitter, number 42, Brad Reinfleck.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Sheboygan will be the designated hitter, Brad Reinflesch. Rosenthal's first pitch, a breaking ball, is in for a strike. Nick was lit up pretty good in the first inning. Ball's hit out into right center field. That's going to drop, and it rolls not quite to the wall, but to the warning track. And Reinflesch content to hold up with a single. Outfielders did a pretty nice job of getting that ball in, preventing Brad from taking 2. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Justin Schnell. Schnell showing his versatility tonight, moving from behind home plate to play left field. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Good fastball by Rosenthal. Foul tick into the mitt of Lozier. Took that pitch just low. Looked like the home plate umpire even flinched on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. The Wisconsin stepladder playoff to get to the state tournament will be next week. We don't know if we're going to be playing on Tuesday or Wednesday. That'll be to be determined. Hopefully we'll be able to let you know on the weekend. Bennett Becker, the number 9 hitter, is up. Bennett with a hit out into right field, but coming on and making the catch was a right fielder, but then in his haste to try and throw out Rindfleisch at first, he threw it away, and that's going to go as an error on the right fielder, Brady Burrell. With 2 outs, Gus Walker's going to be up with an RBI chance. Gus doubled and scored to lead off the ball game. Be real nice if he could get a base hit here. Once in a while, Rosenthal will throw a pretty good fastball, but for the most part, he's been using his breaking pitches. There's a drive out into left center field, but over and making the catch was Landon Beringer, and that ends the Sheboygan second inning. After 2 complete, Sheboygan still on top, 2-0. Stepping in the batter's box to lead off the third inning for Kewaskum is Jake Gellings. Gellings 0 for 1 in the ball game. Gellings lines that ball out to Becker and makes not a very good throw, but I'll tell you, Jacob Neese bailed him out with a great scoop at first to get Jalen out on a 4-3 putout. Good job on both ends.
Third baseman, number 21, TJ Roberts.
That brings up TJ Roberts. One thing nice about Bennett Becker is you can play him all over the field, and he's more than competent at any one of those positions. We've seen him at second. He's played some shortstop. Really good in the outfield. And he's been hitting a little bit. Netzler bouncing back from that struggling first inning and part of the second. Finished off strong in the second inning. Roberts pops that one foul out of play. One-two pitch by Netzler on the way. Breaking ball is outside, evens the count at 2-2. There's one out. We're in the top of the third inning. Sheboygan scored 2 in the top of the first. RBI hits by Zackerson and Neese. And that pitch is a ball, makes the count 3-2. And I wish I would have kept track of how many 3-2 counts Netzler's has, because there's been a bunch. Ball is hit hard right out to center field, but no problem for Gus Walker. If they gave out gold gloves, he definitely would have one for me. 2 outs in the third. Sean Menzel is up. .61 pitches for Netzler. Menzel not able to check his swing. I actually thought it would be more than that, 61. Count is 1-1. 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Breaking ball, nice pitch. One-two pitch coming up. Menzel able to fight it off. You know, if Netzler can get comfortable enough and throw strikes enough where he feels good using that breaking pitch, he could be really effective. He's been effective enough. It's just he's putting himself into some tough situations with all the walks. There's a ball hit out into left field, a base hit. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Jared Chesick.
First baseman number 27, Jared Chesick.
Very pleasant night out here at the ballpark. We'll be back to do it all over again on Saturday with a 5 o'clock game against the Chicago Clout. Netzler's first pitch is a ball. One-oh pitch is down low, 2-0. Netzler got the first 2 outs in the first and then ran into trouble walking 3 batters. He's gotten the first 2 here in the third, but put a runner on, base hit. Now 2-0 to this batter. Make it 3-0. Chesick being patient. Pitches in for a strike, makes it 3-1. The runner on first, Menzel, not taking a real big lead over there. You can see what I'm talking about. Chesick with a swing and a miss, and now it's 3-2 again. With 2 outs, Menzel will be on the move over at first. Swing and a miss. Chesick goes down on strikes, and that ends the 3rd inning after 2.5. Sheboygan still on top, 2-0.
Fans, the bottom half of the 3rd inning is a Budweiser thirst inning. For each run the A's score this half inning, we'll be giving away some free beer courtesy of Larry's Distributing. But as always, Budweiser reminds you to please drink responsibly. And now, fans, we need you to get on your feet and make a little noise. We got some free prizes coming into the crowd courtesy of Budweiser, but only if you get up and get loud. And speaking of Budweiser, each seat down the Budweiser backstop comes with 2 free tap Bud Lights or sodas, unlimited peanuts, and unlimited popcorn. The H-Max home games are Saturday and Sunday. Get your tickets now on the Bud Backstop at SheboyganBaseball.org.
Luke Smock will lead off the 3rd inning for Sheboygan. Luke is Sheboygan A's shortstop since joining the team about a week or 2 ago. Smock 0 for 1 in the ball game, looking to change that. Rosenthal has done a good job for Kewaskum throwing strikes. He's been around the plate. So far in the ball game, Hunter Netzler has 4 strikeouts along with 4 walks. That's the problem. He's only given up the 1 hit, a single last half inning. Pitch just off the outside corner. Makes it 2-1. Rosenthal has a strikeout to his credit, no walks. There's a base hit out into right field. Rosenthal has gotten in trouble when he's hung his breaking pitch, and that's what he did right there. Was a breaking ball that hung up on the outside part of the plate, and Smock did a great job of just going with it and driving it into right field. Luke is a big base stealing threat. Pitch just a little bit low. Harry with a good eye up there. Take a look over at first. Smock right now holding tight to the bag. He'll get off in just a second. There he goes. Harry takes that pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. I wonder if Rosenthal was at the game last night and could see what Harry did. Maybe he's being a little careful with them here. Plus, Harry hit the ball very hard. His first at bat was caught in deep center field. Good catch. Good job by the catcher, Hunter Lozier, to look like he might have stole a strike right there, bringing it in the strike zone. 2-1 count. Not a balk. Rosenthal stepped off before he looked over. There's a base hit into left field. Smock will have to hold at second. Harry with a base hit. Great start for Sheboygan with a couple singles in the third. Next up is the Northwoods cleanup hitter, Brady Zackerson. Brady doubled and scored and had an RBI in the first inning. Another great opportunity for an RBI. Rosenthal in trouble. First pitch is a ball. Harry's on at first with his single. Smock is over at second. He reached with a leadoff single. Bouncing ball to short. And it gets right past the shortstop. Smock hustling hard, and he's going to score easily. There's a play that looked like a double play ball, but an error on the shortstop. Jellings cost Kewaskum a run. And that's going to bring up Jacob Neese. Neese singled in a run in the first. Looking to do the same here. He's got Harry on at second. Zackerson's on at first. He reached on the air. That allowed a run to score. Sheboygan's on top now 3-0. There's a ball. Line drive right at the shortstop. And they had a good shot at Harry at second, but the ball was dropped. Neese hitting the ball very hard. That's only the first out of the inning. Ian Mary's up. Ian flied out to center field his first at bat. So we got one out. Harry takes that first pitch. A play over at first. Almost. First baseman Chesick not happy. He thought he got the runner. They're asking him to appeal to the home plate umpire. And the base umpire is not doing it, so the play is going to stand as called. Runner at first is safe on a pickoff attempt. It was very close. Mary steps back in. First pitch was a ball. Good pitch by Rosenthal. Evens the count at 1-1. Harry taking a little bit of a lead at second, not much. Pitch is outside. 2-1 is the count. Pitch inside for a ball. Ian packs a lot of power. Put one down the middle. He'll smack it a good one. 3-1 is a count. There's a ball hit out to right. Dropping. Diving attempt not made by the right fielder. One run is in. Zackerson is going to be held at third, and Mary pulls in at second with a double. Most of the time when Ian hits those extra base hits, he does it to left field. That time going down the right field line and found an opening. Great attempt out there by Burl, but he just wasn't able to come up with it. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Brad Reinflesch. Brad singled his first time up. And the other thing is Sheboygan has runners on second and third and still only one out. Chance to really break this game open. First pitch is outside for a ball. Sheboygan has good success against Kewaskum this year. They're 3-1 on the year, 2-1 in league play. Two-0 pitch is hit into left field, a base hit. Another run is in. Good piece of hitting by Reinflesch. The guy can do it all. Good inning by Sheboygan. Justin Schnell up. Sheboygan has runners on first and third. Mary over at third. Reinflesch at first. 3 runs in for Sheboygan so far. Had RBI hits by Mary and Reinflesch, and then the first run of the inning actually scored when Brady's ground ball to short was misplayed. Schnell pops it up on the infield. And coming over and making the catch is Menzel. Runners have to hold, and that brings up Bennett Becker.
Second baseman, number 11, Bennett Becker.
Becker's 0 for 1 in the ball game, flew out to right field. Five to nothing. Sheboygan with a 2-run first and a 3-run third so far. Becker pops that one up into a short right center field, and right fielder comes over, calls everybody off, and makes the catch. And that ends the third inning for Sheboygan, but not before they tack on 3 more runs. At the end of 3 complete, Sheboygan 5, Kewaskum nothing.
And that was our Budweiser Thursday. The A's put 3 runs on the board, which means we have 3 beers to give away. So if you have program number 184-196 or 181, you just want a free beer courtesy of Budweiser. 184-196, 181, you can stop by the team store. Now fans, it's time to build a baseball player presented by Blast Soft Serve. Sheila, who do you have for us?
This evening
Our trivia question for tonight is Gene Mann played the most seasons of any A's player. How many years did he play? Was it 25 seasons, 28 seasons, or 30 seasons? We'll have that answer for you in a little bit.
Kewaskum, right fielder number 3, Brady Burrell.
Brady Burrell was busy that last half inning. He'll be leading off the fourth for Kewaskum. Hunter Netzler still on the hill for the A's. First pitch is low. After Burrell, it'll be Hunter Lozier, the Kewaskum catcher. Netzler's second pitch is inside for a ball. Makes the count 2-0. We're in the top of the fourth. Sheboygan on top, 5-0. Nick Rosenthal has had a tough go of it for Kewaskum. That pitch almost hit Burrell, but he was able to get out of the way. You know, we talked about the lack of hitting in the last game. So far tonight, Sheboygan with 8 hits. 3 of those doubles. Three 0 pitches in for a strike.
If we run out of tokens and we do something where they win, just give them like 2 free coupons for
And ball 4. That's going to bring up Hunter Lozier. Lozier drew a walk. His first time up in the second and was stranded at second base. Next 3 hitters all made out. First pitch is off the outside corner for a ball. 78 pitches thrown, and 40 of those have been balls. That's not good enough. Runner on first is on the move, and looked like there might have been a mix-up on who was going to cover the base. It wouldn't have mattered because the runner had a great jump. But still there was nobody covering. Burrell with a stolen base. Pitch is a ball, so it's 2-0. Umpire signaling 1-1 is the count. Bill still has a perfect game. We're not counting that. Bill, our field announcer, and runs the scoreboard. CJ in the middle just kind of looks back and forth between us, seeing if we're doing our job, because he's not doing anything tonight. 2-1 pitch by Netzler coming up. Swing and a miss. Burrell on at second base. He walked and then stole second. There's nobody out. We're in the 4th inning of a 9-inning game. CJ is working in the middle. He's doing announcements and checking out how many pitches the pitcher has. Especially the Sheboygan A's pitcher. 2-2 count, nobody out, man on second. Rosenthal has 53 pitches. I didn't catch a second part. 34 strikes. That's not all that great. Netzler trying to drive that runner back. He's getting a pretty good lead at second base, kind of shaking hands with Smock. Another ball. Makes the count 3-2. And another walk. I would say of all the pitchers that we've seen pitch for Sheboygan this year, Netzler is by far the slowest worker. Andrew Nye is up. Nye squares around and bunts it. Netzler makes a good play over to first. Sacrifice bunt moves the runners over to second and third. And that brings up Landon Beringer. Landon popped out to Mary his first time up. That was in the second. Harry is even with the bag at third. Rest of the infielders are back. Kewaskum has runners on second and third. There's only one out. Netzler again trying to work out of a jam. Oh boy. Looked like the batter swung. Ian had the home plate umpire check with his partner. He also said no swing. So 1-1 is the count. Oh, good fastball. Had the batter fooled. Beringer couldn't catch up to that one. Beautiful night out here at the ballpark. Hopefully we can come away with another win. And another swing and a miss. Fifth strikeout for Hunter Netzler.
Center fielder, number 23, Dylan
Dietert is up. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Don't let him get started. Netzler's first pitch is swung on and foul ticked into the mitt of Mary. Now I mentioned Netzler with his 5 strikeouts. The problem is he's got 6 walks. He's only given up 1 hit so far. But you know who else used to walk a lot of guys and still do pretty good? Made it to the Hall of Fame. I was thinking Nolan Ryan, but Ryan Flesh sounds good too. Mike Casper. 1-1 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss by Dietert. 1 pitch away from getting out of a jam. In the ball game so far, Kewaskum has left 5 runners on. If Netzler gets out of it here, it'll be 2 more. That'll give him 7 in the ball game through only 4 innings. But we got to get it done. Drive out in the right field, but that's going to be foul and out of play. Walker, medium depth out in center field. Infielders are all back. Carey is back behind the bag now. Comes a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Ball is driven out in the center field. Walker got a good jump on it, but he's not going to catch up to it. It goes all the way to the fence. Dietert is going to pull in at second with a stand-up 2 RBI double. What a hit by that young man. You walk too many guys, eventually it's going to come back to burn you, and that's what happened there. Two runs for Kewaskum. It's now 5-2 Sheboygan. Dietert on second with that double. And that brings up Jalen Jellings, second baseman, or shortstop, pardon me. Bill, we all want the game to speed up a little bit, but please don't yawn anymore. Breaking ball is hit foul down the left field side. Netzler trying to get out of the inning without any more damage. Another ball hit out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. There's 2 outs, but Kewaskum has 2 runs in, and they do have a runner, a fast runner, out at second base. See if Netzler can get out of the inning without any more damage. And he got out of it with a strikeout at the end of 3.5. Sheboygan 5, Kewaskum 2.
Program number 193.
Gene Mann played the most seasons of any player, A's player. How many years did he play? The options were 25, 28, or 30 seasons. The correct answer, Gene Mann played 25 seasons with Sheboygan. And that's your trivia for this ball game. Leading off the bottom of the fourth is going to be Gus Walker. Walker takes Rosenthal's first pitch for a ball. Nick has been hit pretty hard by Sheboygan batters so far tonight. 55 pitches only for Rosenthal. That's a very good number through heading into the fourth inning. There's a drive out to right field. Burrell racing over, and he's got it. Hit hard, but you don't want to hit it out to right field. That's going to bring up Luke Smock. Smock singled and scored back in the third inning. Pitch was high and tight. Luke had to fight that one off and did. Kewaskum came to life in their half of the fourth, scoring 2 runs. See if Sheboygan can answer in the bottom half. It's just missed Smock. 1-1. There's one out. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Yeah, pitch rides up high. Pitch is low. It's 3-1 now to Smock. Should get something good to hit here. And Smock fouled it off and lost the bat in the process. Give me that tacky stuff so I don't lose the bat.
I did that in the batting cage at Tom and Jerry last week. Took a swing.
Hopefully it stayed in the batting cage. CJ taking a little BP the other day, making sure he's game ready. 3-2 pitch coming up. And high and tight. Smock draws a walk. Did you ever think about using that song, Walk Like a Man? Okay, all right. He's got it. Harry Stout is up. Be interesting to see how long it takes Smock to try and steal second base. Doesn't go on that first pitch. When Smock was on first base in the third, he was running, and Harry happened to hit a hard one out to left field, and Luke was able to go all the way to third. Broken bat, grounder to third. Roberts makes the play across, and with nobody covering third, Smock able to go all the way to third base on that 5-3 ground out. But there are 2 outs. Brady Zackerson, the Northwoods cleanup hitter, is coming up. Brady is 1 for 2. He scored a couple of runs, has a double and an RBI. Big night for Brady. Hopefully he can keep that going. That was a broken bat, by the way, by Harry. First pitch is inside for a ball. Ball's popped up behind home plate, but goes between just on the other side of the screen and bounces into the stands. And with our windows out, there's a possibility that ball could bounce up here in the press box. I get it, by the way, so I can get my dollar coupon. Brady with a great cut, but fouled it straight back. I think it went off the catcher, but he seems to be okay. Smock over at third. Sheboygan trying to answer the 2 runs by Kewaskum in the top of this inning. Good stop by the catcher, Lozier. 2-2 pitch coming up by Rosenthal. And hit hard, but foul right down the third base line. Had Smock dancing a little bit. Dance contest was last inning, Luke. You're late. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Smock on at third. See if Brady can come through with a base hit. Little tapper in front of the mound. Rosenthal makes a good play, and that ends the Sheboygan half of the 4th inning. After 4 complete, Sheboygan on top, 5-2.
Metzler, 4 innings pitched, 98 pitches, 54 strikes, 20 batters faced, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, both runs earned.
Thank you. Makes it a little quicker for me.
Now pitching for Sheboygan is Ben Vorpal. Vorpal, we mentioned, coming off an injury during the offseason. Has seen pretty much action here with Sheboygan. I'm sure not as much as he would like, but he's in there now with an opportunity to keep his team in the lead. TJ Roberts will be the first batter he faces. Hunter Netzler went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, walked 6 and struck out 6. Had 98 pitches, 54 of those were strikes. So Pretty good performance by Netzler. Put a lot of guys on, but kept most of them from scoring. So far in the ball game during Hunter Netzler's time on the mound, Kewaskum has left 6 runners on base. Hopefully Vorpal can throw a few more strikes. I know Vorpal will be a quicker worker than Netzler. He was slow. Ben's dad, Mike Vorpal, right below the press box. He's been at a lot of ball games this year. He's gotten to see his son pitch. One pitch is up high. Three and 0 to Roberts. Sean Menzel waiting on deck. Roberts with a healthy cut, but came up empty. It's 3 and 2. Oh, just outside. Good pitch by Vorpal. Changed speeds, but just missed the outside corner. Goes as a walk. And that's going to bring up Sean Menzel. Menzel is 1 for 1 with a walk. Roberts, you can see him over there on first base. Not much of a base stealing threat. Hopefully Ben can work Menzel into grounding the ball, and maybe we can turn a double play. Mary and Vorpal have worked together. They're North High grads, played for the North High baseball team. Two and 0 is the count. Pitches upstairs, makes it 3 and 0. Roberts still perched over at first. He's not going to be going anywhere on this 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. And that pitch is in the dirt. 2 walks to lead off the 5th inning. Vorpal goes 6-4. 10's Concordia. Harry coming in to talk to Ben. I think the main message for Ben was throw strikes. That brings up Jared Chesick. Roberts teasing Vorpal, taking a big lead. Ben doing a good job of stepping off and chasing him back. Pitch is up high. Roberts on at second. Menzel's on at first. Breaking ball is called strike 1. Evens count at 1-1. Key for any pitcher is throw strikes. Make them hit the ball. or swing and miss. Ball hammered foul. One ball and 2 strikes. Chesick at bat. Struck out his last time up. Breaking ball is hammered out into left field. Schnell ran in. Now he has to run back. It's over his head all the way to the wall. And a run is going to score as Chesick pulls into second with an RBI double. Kewaskum crawling back in. They have the tying run on at second base. 5-3. Brady Burrow is up. Kewaskum with runners on second and third. And nobody out. Pitch on the inside corner, called a strike. Vorpal had 2 strikes on the last header, Chesick, but wasn't able to finish him off. Chesick hit the ball hard to left for a double. One-two pitch coming up. Again, it's a little bit too far outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Ball is going to be dumped into right center field. That'll score a run. Brady tosses it in. But another RBI hit for Kewaskum. Still nobody out. 5-4 tying run is on at third base. Jared Chesick. The hitter, Burrow, stays at first. And that brings up Lozier, the catcher. Sheboygan had a great start. They were up 5-0, but Kewaskum battling back. And stealing second base was Burrell. It's his second stolen base of the ball game. Two balls and no strikes. That one called a strike. Good fastball, swung on and missed by Lozier. 2-2 is the count. Called, strike 3. First out of the inning. Sheboygan still on top, 5-4, but the tying run is at third base and the lead run is at second base, and they still only have one out. That's going to bring up Andrew Nye. Nye's last time up, he sacrificed, bunted the runners to second and third, and they both wound up scoring. That was in the fourth inning. Vorpal's first first pitch to Nye is in for a strike. It was a curveball. 1-1 pitch. So, and foul tipped into the mid of Ian Mary. Another batter with 2 strikes. Vorpal has had a few of those, but 2 of them got RBI hits. Let's see what he can do here. That ball got by Mary, and a tying run is going to score on the pass ball. And moving over to third is Brady Burrell. He's the lead run. So what do you think, CJ? Pass ball, wild pitch. It's confirmed a pass ball. 2-2 pitch. It's up high. Ben struggling with the strike zone. Started the inning off with a couple of walks, and now has given up a couple hits, but he had a strikeout his last batter, and that one again, out went a wild pitch, and that allows the lead run to score. And Nye draws the walk. Tim Moyer is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Not been a good inning for Ben Vorpal and the Sheboygan A's. Tim Moyer leaving his pitcher in. Kewaskum was down 5-0. Now they're up 6-5. They have a runner on first and still only 1 out. Bunt attempt by Behringer's fouled off. A 2-run fourth and now a 4-run fifth has given Kewaskum the lead. Nye not taking a great big lead off of first base. Nye, the Kewaskum A's designated hitter, continuing to take a short lead. Not going to be running. That ball also hit foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Got to finish him off, Ben. Breaking ball in there for a call. Strike 3. Good pitch by Vorpal. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Dylan Dietert. He's 1 for 3, but his last hit was a 2-run double. Nye taking a little bit more of a lead, but not much. Dietert not wasting any time, offering at that first pitch, but fouls it back. Rosenthal hasn't shut down the A's. We should be able to get that 1 run back and more. It's a matter of the pitching getting squared away for Sheboygan. Another breaking ball in for a strike. Pitch just a little bit outside. 1-2 is the count. Kewaskum with 4 runs in. They now have the lead. Andrew Nye over at first base. Pitch is down low. Another breaking pitch up high, makes the count 3-2. Nye will be running now with 2 outs and a full count. Orpel comes set and delivers. Breaking ball is hammered out to short, and it gets past Smock for a base hit. Just out of his reach. And Nye, even though he was running on the pitch, had to hold at second. Gus with a good throwing arm in center, and that's going to bring up Jalen Gellings. The shortstop is up. Jalen 0 for 3. And Kewaskum threatening to add to their lead. Ben's first pitch is called a ball outside. Don't be sticking that right arm out telling us it's a ball. It's confusing. Ball is popped up. Nazy has it right by the fence. A great catch by Jacob. And that finally ends the Kewaskum top of the 5th. They send all 9 batters to the plate and score 4 runs, and now they lead it after 4.5, 6-5.
The Sheboygan A's offense can power back up and score a run. We're going to be giving away a prize courtesy of these fellows. But first, it's time to play some musical chairs out on the field. Sheila, who do we have out there?
Good morning, Senator. I want to wish Annalise, our intern, a very happy birthday. And it also is National Intern Day, so thank you to Annalise for all she does here to celebrate her interns this summer. And now it is time to play musical chairs. A team of Alyssa, Claire, and Lucas. When the music stops, they gotta find a seat, and the last one sitting will be taking home a prize courtesy of the Sheboygan A's. Let's get that music going.
Oh, we have our first contestant out. We're taking away a chair. It's down to the final 2. Fans, let's make a little noise for them. All right, fans, we have our winner. Let's hear it for all our contestants in musical chairs.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for Sheboygan will be Jacob Neese, who made that fine catch up against the fence to finally end Kewaskum's top of the 5th. Kewaskum in the ballgame has drawn 9 walks from Sheboygan pitchers. That's unacceptable. Jacob hits that ball foul. Jacob is 1 for 2 in the ballgame with an RBI single. After him will be Ian Mary and then Brad Reinflesch. Kewaskum didn't get the 10-4 in the league without being able to hit and score some runs and battle back. Little pop up right on the foul line, and Chesick able to come in and make the catch. That's going to bring up Ian Mary.
Redshirt number 7, Ian Mary.
Ian's last time up, he hit a double down the right field side. Burrell put a good effort on it, but was not able to come up with it. And that double by Ian did produce a run. It's a little looper, but Chesick only has to retreat a couple of steps, and he makes another catch. 2 quick outs in the 5th for Sheboygan. Rosenthal, after being hit pretty hard in the 1st and the first part of the 3rd inning, has settled down considerably. Brad Reinflesch 2 for 2 in the game with an RBI. Looking to get a 2-out rally going for Sheboygan. They trail it 6-5. Matador attempt by Hunter Lozier, not able to flag it down. Swing and a miss. Good spot for that pitch by Rosenthal. Breaking ball just a little bit inside. Good take by Brad. Had a good rip at that one. Like to have that pitch back to swing at. Instead he fouled it straight back. Rosenthal's breaking ball is low and outside. Makes the count 3-2. Bouncing ball to Roberts at third. His long throw across is just in time to get Reinflesch, and that ends the Sheboygan 5th inning after 5 complete. The A's from Kewaskum lead the A's from Sheboygan 6-5.
The A's next home game is going to be this Saturday, July 29th, in a non-league match against the Chicago Cloud. The game was originally scheduled as a 4 p.m. doubleheader. That has now been changed to a single game starting at 5 p.m. It's again coming up this Saturday when the A's take on the Chicago Cloud in a non-league matchup. Now it's time to roll the dice out on the field for a chance at winning some prizes from Mini and Me Bakery, dozen subs, winning field and home for the Sheboygan A's. Sheila, who's out there?
We have Colton partaking tonight. He gets 5 chances to get 3 of a kind, and if he does so, he will take the prize home from that sponsor. So Colton, give the dice its first roll. Ooh, we're starting off with some soft serve ice cream from Blast and Wade Funeral.
I have to speed it up.
Ooh, better luck next time. Ooh, another better luck this time. We got 2 more rolls. Ooh, a Sheboygan A's logo.
Can't win, get them on.
And finishing out
Give him one more roll. Give a chance, oh man. Come on. Don't be so hardcore. I mentioned the last half inning that Sheboygan pitchers had walked 9 Kewaskum batters. Of those 9 walks, 4 of them have scored, and obviously that's a big difference in tonight's ball game. Vorpal's still on the hill. Gonna try and work his way through this 6th inning. TJ Roberts, who led off the 5th inning with a walk, will lead off the 6th. I mentioned that all 9 Kewaskum batters came up to bat in the 5th inning. In that 5th inning, Vorpal walked the first 2 hitters. They both scored. And then he had several hitters with 2 strikes on him, but just couldn't finish the deal. They wound up coming up with RBI hits. Hopefully Ben can have a little more successful inning in the 6th. Ben's 2-1 pitch is way outside. Makes it 3-1. Roberts with a hefty swing on a pitch that was outside the strike zone. He was looking to go downtown. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. Roberts in the ball game is 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Let's do it a 3rd time. Ball hit to Neese. He picks it on the little ground ball and runs it to the bag for the out. And a good start of the inning for Ben Vorpal. That's going to bring up Sean Menzel. He's doing a nice job making the backhanded pickup of that ground ball and then trotting over to first for the out. Menzel 1 for 1 with a couple of walks. That foul ball evens the count at 1-1. We're in the top of the 6th. What's getting to be a little concerning is Nick Rosenthal, the Kewaskum pitcher, has started to get his sea legs. He has not allowed an A's run the last 2 innings and has retired 5 in a row and 6 out of 7 batters. And a strikeout. Menzel couldn't catch up to that fastball. Now there's 2 outs in the 6th. Jared Chesick is coming up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double and scored a run. He's done a nice job at first base, too. Hopefully Ben has gotten his sea legs. Keep his fine pitching going. This is his 2nd inning of work. Yeah, I think I got to stop saying nice things because nice things don't keep happening then. 2-0. Wonder what would happen if I kept saying he's pitching bad. 3-0 pitch coming up to Chesick. With the lead, he might be swinging 3-0. Takes that pitch for a ball. It's the 4th walk given up by Ben Vorpal. Brady Burrell, the right fielder, is up next. Brady scored a couple of runs. He's played a nice right field. And that pitch is spiked in the dirt. And Chesick is going to advance on the wild pitch. Two and 0 is the count. Chesick on at second base, but there are 2 outs. It's just amazing how pitchers can flow in and out with their mechanics and their throwing strikes, and it's been a tough night for Sheboygan pitchers in terms of the strike zone. 10 walks in the ball game. Good rip by Burrell, but he fouls it straight back. Another 3-2 count for a Kewaskum batter. Ben Vorpal on the mound for Sheboygan. Check swing is popped up to Neese, and he can't make the play. It's over his head, and the ball is misplayed out there by Becker, but the runner on third, who did not have a third base coach to tell him what to do, pulled up at third. A big break for Sheboygan. That should have been a run for Kewaskum on a check swing single by Brady Burrell. That brings up Hunter Lozier. Neese took a bad angle at the ball, and once he did that step in instead of an immediate step back, the ball was going to drop for a hit. First pitch is a ball. Kewaskum with 2 runners on, first and third. Breaking pitch is up in the strike zone, but was a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. You don't want to give Kewaskum any more runs. Mary couldn't keep it in front of him, and trotting down the second base is Burrell. Call that a pass ball. Now Kewaskum with 2 runners in scoring position. Chesick at third and Burrell at second. 2-1 is the count. Ben checks first base. He's on second now. Breaking ball, big breaking ball in there for a strike. 2-2. Finish him off, Ben. Big pitch coming up right here. Call, strike 3, and the batter knew it. Should have been swinging. Vorpal works out of a 2-out jam to strand 2 Kewaskum runners after 5.5. Kewaskum still on top. Luke Smock on the record on the rapid fire questions, and the last one was on a range of 1 to 10. How good of a driver are you? With 10 being good, he said, "I'm a 12." So much for that. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Sheboygan will be Justin Schnell. Sheboygan trailing by a run. So far in the ball game, Kewaskum has left 10 runners on base. Justin Schnell looking for his first hit tonight. Just a reminder, Saturday's doubleheader was changed to one 9-inning game against the Sheboygan Chicago Clout, and the start time for that game is 5 p.m. The doubleheader on Sunday is still a go against the Chicago Warriors with a start time of 1 p.m. Good take by Justin, makes the count 3-0. Rosenthal only one walk in the ball game. Has done a good job of throwing strikes. See how that works, CJ? Even when I do it for their pitcher, then he starts walking guys. Too late. I'm done. Bennett Becker is up. Bennett with a couple of flyouts to right. Now Schnell would be a guy that might be running. He's pretty good speed and had a nice lead. Bennett Becker takes that first pitch for a walk. Rosenthal having a little trouble finding the plate. Lozier trying to pull it in the strike zone, but the home plate umpire not having any of it. Swinging a foul tick into the mid of Lozier by Becker. That makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch just outside. 3-1. To see what Schnell is doing on this 3-1 pitch. I wouldn't expect him to be running. Becker with a long drive out to left field, way back there and out of here. A 2-run blast for Bennett Becker. You knew that was gone right off the bat. Boy, he really cracked that one. 3 home runs on the season for Bennett. Oh boy. And that puts Sheboygan in the lead, 7-6. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Gus Walker. That's your number 9 hitter, fans, for Sheboygan. A 2-run blast in the bottom of the 6th. In the ball game, Sheboygan, I mentioned, has drawn 2 walks, and of those 2, 1 has scored. That was the walk to Schnell that preceded Becker's 2-run homer. Bouncing ball in the hole. That's going to sneak through. A base hit for Gus Walker. For Gus, that's his 2nd hit of the game. And I would imagine that he'll be running early in the count now that Sheboygan has the lead. give Smock a chance for an RBI. Tim Moyer flashing some signs over in the third base coach's box. And you can see that Walker taking a nice lead off a first. Not going on that first pitch. Smock was swinging but fouled it off. This is the part of the game that I enjoy, when you got to get down to the coaching and see what the manager wants to do in this situation. Rosenthal throwing over to first, trying to drive the runner back. Walker edging off the first. There he goes. And that ball is fouled out of play, out on the New Jersey Avenue. Walker will have to come back and do it all over again. And with that foul ball, the count is now 0-2 on Luke. Walker again, getting a nice lead. He's off and running. Pitches outside for a ball. The throw down is not in time. Walker with a stolen base. Now Luke Smock has a chance to drive in a run. Anything to the outfield should score Walker. Pitch is up high. Walker bluffed like he was running. He pulled up. It was probably a good thing he did. That would have been a good throw, good position for the catcher to throw from on that high pitch. 2-2 is the count. Nobody out. 2 runs in. Sheboygan trying to expand that 1-run lead. I tell you, it's really nice to look up at that scoreboard and see Sheboygan back on top. Like to have more than a 1-run lead, however. 3-2 pitch to Smock. Just fouled off. Walker still on second base with that stolen base. Base hit out to right field. Let's see if Walker comes around. They're going to put the stop sign up, and as soon as the ball got past the cutoff man, Smock doing a great job of base running, heads into second base. Give Luke a single, and he goes to second on the throw home. But now Sheboygan has runners on second and third with Harry Stelt up and nobody out. TJ Roberts, third baseman, comes over to talk to Nick Rosenthal. Maybe talking about what they're going to do with Harry. I think at this level of baseball, if you wanted to intentionally walk him, I think you have to throw the pitches, but I'm not sure. We'll see what they want to do with Harry. We mentioned earlier that Harry last night had 3 home runs for Kewaskum. Harry takes that pitch out on the outside corner for a strike. Harry checked his swing and fouled it off. He didn't want to swing at it, but could not get the bat out of the way. Not too worried. When Harry has 2 strikes, he's still an awesome hitter. Really good at making contact. You can see we got Walker on at third, Smock on at second. Harry looking for an RBI. Good take, pitch in the dirt. On the night, Harry is 1 for 3. Bouncing ball to short. The throw across is in time, but Harry's ground out does produce another run for Sheboygan. Good piece of hitting by Harry. And on the play, Smock heads over to third base. Can't get this to work. CJ, I can't get that. We got a run in. It's 8-6. Having a little trouble with the scoreboard. Brady Zackerson up. Okay. Thanks, CJ. CJ got it to work. I knew how to do that. I just wanted to get you off your seat. Lozier threatened to throw to third, but did not do it. The count is 1-1. There's one out. We got a runner on third. We have a 2-run lead now. Looking to expand it up to 3. Early in the game, Sheboygan was up 5-0, but Kewaskum made a great rally to actually take the lead. Now Sheboygan's back on top with this 3-run 6th inning, hoping to make it 4. Becker started the scoring with his 2-run blast to left. Harry produced the 3rd run on a ground out. Brady swings and misses. Brady gathers himself and steps back in the box. There's a drive out into left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Smock trots home as Brady trots into second with a stand-up double. His second double of the ball game. Oh, my.
That's another big beat double. If you have program 1, 7, and 8. One across from Davey.
And they're having a visit at the mound. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Rosenthal. He's been hit hard for the most part tonight. "12 hits for Sheboygan. 4 of those have been doubles and a home run. Big 6th inning for both ball clubs. Well, actually for Sheboygan, Kewaskum's big inning was the 4-run 5th. Jacob Neese is going to step into the batter's box. By the way, Zackerson was the Northwoods cleanup hitter, and he's been cleaning up tonight with his 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Pitch in the dirt. Lozier got a glove on it, but was not able to stop it. I call that a wild pitch. Ball in the dirt. So another excellent opportunity for Sheboygan to score a run. Infielders are all back for Kewaskum. They're not playing up, and it wouldn't matter. That's a deep drive to left. The catch is made, but it will score a run. Neese with an RBI, sacrifice fly, and Sheboygan tacks on another run. It's now 10-6. 2 outs, nobody in, nobody on. 5-run inning for Sheboygan. Ian Mary's up. Bouncing ball up the middle and through, a base hit. Ian's second hit of the ball game. That's going to bring up Brad Reinflesch. 13 hits for Sheboygan. Well, with the 4-run lead, it's still going to be all about the pitching for Sheboygan. They got to get some good innings out of their people that take the mound. What the 4-run lead does is give you a little bit of a margin for error. Rindfleisch is up with a couple of base hits tonight. Ian Mary not a base stealing threat over at first, but he'll be running like the wind on a base hit. Pitch just off the outside corner. Rosenthal's been hit hard this inning, giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits. Mary, whoops, he took off before the pitch was thrown, and Rosenthal did the right thing, stepped off and got the runner, and Mary is tagged out on a 1-6 putout. And that ends the 6th inning for Sheboygan. After 6 complete, they lead it 10-6.
Fans, you know what that means. It's 50-50 raffle time. We're going to send it down to Teddy Moyer, currently drawing tonight's winning ticket.
Who's pitching, Bill?
Davis, Dylan.
All right, Denny's got that winning number headed down to the Bud backstop. Take it away, Denny. West Dallas beat Kenosha 7-zip.
Now pitching for the A's, number 40, Dylan Davis.
Ben Vorpal's night is over. Ben went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Dylan Davis, big left-hander, going to try to finish it off. Leading off the 7th inning for the Kewaskum A's will be Andrew Nye. He's the number 8 hitter in their order. Andrew is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a walk.
Leading off for Kewaskum, pitcher number 9, Nick Rosenthal.
If everything remains the way it is, Vorpal is in line to get the win, and Davis, if he can finish out these last 3 innings, would get the save. Bouncing ball just foul. Boy, that was close. Sheboygan with that big 5-run 6th. Now lead it 10-6. 13 base hits tonight. Good breaking ball by Davis. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nye goes down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Davis goes 6'4", 190. He's from Random Lake. And you'd never guess it, but he does attend Marion University, just like everybody else on this team. almost everyone. I'm not saying that's bad. Marion's got a great baseball program. That's good. Don't be criticizing me down there. Yeah, you. It's a good thing. I'm not saying much over on this end. Count is 2-1. Beringer up. Davis not happy with himself. Pitch just off the outside corner for a ball. And Beringer's going to take his base. The 11th walk given up by Sheboygan pitching tonight. With a pitching performance like that, if you can come away with a win, that's a big plus. Bouncing ball through the left side for a base hit. Schnell comes up with it and tosses it in. But with one out, Kewaskum threatening again with runners on first and second. And Jalen Gellings up.
Shortstop number 16, Jalen Gellings.
Davis, first pitch is in the dirt. Great job by Ian to keep it in front of him and keep those runners on first and second. Ball is fouled straight back. Rick Bumgard is in the house. Got a pretty nice crowd here tonight. Mike Hansen is here. So, veritable who's who of Sheboygan. And I haven't even begun to mention the people up here in the press box, have I? 1 ball and 2 strikes on the hitter. Bouncing ball to short. Smock with the toss, got the out at second, but not at first. Throws a little late. The runner Beringer at second goes to third, but Dietert is out at second.
Third baseman number 21, T.J. Roberts.
That's going to bring up T.J. Roberts. Roberts, very good hitter. A lot of power in that bat. He could easily make it a 10-9 game with a big fly. Davis will have to be careful with him. Jalen Gellings is on at first. Ball is hit to deep left center field, way back there diving. Attempt is not made by Schnell. And Kewaskum has a run in on a single by Roberts. It looked like it was going to go for extra bases, but that was not the case. Gellings is able to move over to third.
Second baseman number 24, Sean Menzel.
Sean Menzel's up. Pitches a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Run in for Kewaskum. And they have runners on first and third. Another strike. 2 strikes on Menzel. This is what's caused Sheboygan problems, getting 2 strikes and not able to finish the deal. Ian Mary asking the home plate umpire to check with his partner if that was a swing or not, and it was not. Count is even at 2-2. Roberts on at first. Pitch is up high, makes it 3-2. Roberts will be running now. Gelling's on at third, and that pitch is inside for ball 4. And the bases are now loaded. And Cheska is up. Cheska, a good hitter.
First baseman number 27, Jared Chesick.
Chesick is 1 for 2 in the game with a couple of walks. Tying run is on at first base. Big swing and a miss by Chesick. No balls, 1 strike. Strikeout, walk, single. He hit a fielder's choice. Got the runner out at second base. That pitch is a ball, makes the count 2-1. Another pitch called a ball, makes it 3-1. That pitch called a strike. That makes the count 3-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Force at any base for Sheboygan. Swing and a miss. Davis gets out of it with only 1 run scoring. After 6.5 innings, Sheboygan on top. 10-7. Getting ready to start the bottom of the 7th inning. The Kewaskum A's have brought in a different pitcher. Now pitching is going to be Dylan Dietert, their center fielder. The final numbers for Rosenthal, he went 6 innings, gave up 13 hits, 10 runs, 8 of those were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Not a very good outing for him. First pitch to Reinflesch to lead off the bottom of the 7th is a ball. Keep you updated on the walks and the runs scored. Sheboygan pitchers have now walked 11 Kewaskum A's, and of those 11 walks, 5 of them have scored. Walks can kill you. Right from the start, Rosenthal was hit pretty hard. It's a good thing he didn't walk any more than he did. He only walked 2, and one of those scored. Matter of fact, the one that did score was on the Becker home run last inning. Schnell drew the walk. And walk to lead off the 7th inning. Reinflesch draws a walk, and that brings up Justin Schnell, who walked and scored his last time up. I liked Becker's plan. You know, he hit 2 fly balls out to right that were caught, so he thought maybe I ought to pick a different field, and he did. He hit it over the fence to left. That's a good plan. Reinflesch over at first. You wouldn't expect him to be stealing, but we'll see. Justin Schnell took one that looked pretty good, but was called a ball. It's 2-0. Ball is hit high in the air to center. And the catch is made out there. Did not get any updates on the positions. We don't know who's in center. Do you know, Bill?
Second baseman number 11, Bennett Becker.
Bennett Becker up next. Do you know who's playing center, Bill?
Behringer.
Okay, Behringer's out in center field. Becker up. Becker hit a home run his last time. Reinflesch still over at first. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch coming up is just a bit outside. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sheboygan up by 3 runs. Breaking ball stays inside. Dieter doing a good job, working a little bit outside, a little bit inside. He just hasn't been able to find the plate those last 2 pitches. It's 2-2. Becker hits a ball out in the left, but not very deep. And out there making the catch is the left fielder.
Center fielder number 15, Gus Walker.
Gus Walker stepping in to hit. Runner on first. Walker is 2 for 2 in the ball game with a couple of runs scored. Has a stolen base. First pitch to him is outside. Another pitch for a ball. And ball 3. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There are 2 outs. Rindfleisch is on first. Walker with the 3-0 pitch. Takes it right down Main Street for a strike. And ball 4. Luke Smock with an RBI opportunity with 2 outs. See if he can come through. He's had a nice night tonight. 2 for 3, couple of runs scored. Dieter trying to get out of the jam, keep Sheboygan from scoring any more runs. First pitch is in for a strike. Sheboygan on top 10-7 on the strength of a 5-run 6th inning. Base hit up the middle. Chugging around third. Ball is misplayed by the center fielder. Has to be picked up by the right fielder and thrown in. So Rindfleisch is going to score on the RBI hit by Smock, but the runners are going to move up to second and third on the error by the center fielder.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
And that's going to bring up Harry Stout with another chance for an RBI. See if he can come through with a clutch 2-out hit. Another walk that scores, this time for Sheboygan. Here he fouled that one straight back. Evens the count at 1-1. Harry checks his swing, but it is in for a called strike. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners on at second and third. Sheboygan now with 11 runs. Ball is hit out to deep left center field. Short left center field, and it drops in for a 2 RBI single for Harry Stout. It's now 13-7 Sheboygan. Harry hit it into the Bermuda Triangle. Nobody could find it. And it scores 2 runs for Sheboygan. And that's going to bring up the Northwoods cleanup hitter, Brady Zackerson. Harry over at first with his 2 RBI single. He has 3 RBIs on the night. Pitch outside the strike zone for ball 1. Harry not taking much of a lead over at first base. With a 6-run lead, we don't need a stolen base. Ball is popped up, but out of play. Right on the roof. Figure another 100 years of those foul balls, we might need a new roof. For right now, we're good. Yeah, we won't be here to see it. Ball again is hit foul down the left field side. That might stay in play. Nope, just out of play, just over the fence. You can see the Fielders getting back to their positions. Gellings at short, Roberts over to third, and the left fielder, I think, is the first pitcher, Rosenthal. That evens the count at 2-2. Waiting on deck is Jacob Neese. Good stop by the Kewaskum catcher. Lozier. 3-2 count. Harry will be running on this pitch. Ball is hit up in the air on the infield. Roberts trots in and can't make the catch. It's an E5. Harry was on the move. He made it all the way to third. Jacob Neese up. Great RBI opportunity again. First and third. There are 2 outs. Dietert had his troubles in this inning. Be interesting to see if Zackerson is running with Sheboygan having a 6-run lead. Ball fouled straight back. Some people might call into question the lack of sportsmanship by trying to steal a base late in the game with a 6-run lead, but we'll see what happens. Big cut by Jacob, but he came up empty. Zackerson looks like he's content to stay at first base. Nothing wrong with that. Another good fastball by Dietert, and he's finally out of the inning, but not before Sheboygan comes up with 3 more runs. After 7 complete, it's Sheboygan 13 and Kewaskum 7. Leading off the top of the 8th inning,
Leading off for Kewaskum, left fielder number 3, Brady Burrell.
I can't get that to work again. First pitch hitting is Burrell, and he flies out to left.
Catcher number 10, Hunter Lozier.
Got it. Use that one. Nothing like a good quick out to start the 8th inning. 13-7 Sheboygan. 15 hits in the ball game. Ball hit foul by Lozier. Pitch just a little bit outside. Evens or makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Called strike 3. One more time, I'm going to go through this scheduling for the next few games for Sheboygan. On Saturday, there was a change. They will not be playing a doubleheader. They're going to play a single 9-inning game against the Chicago Clout. Starts at 5 o'clock. The Sunday, there's a line drive. Base hit to left. Good piece of hitting by Nye. And he's going to hustle into second base with a stand-up double. That's going to be the... next up is Nick Rosenthal.
Center fielder, number 7, Landon Behringer.
Or Landon Behringer, pardon me, is up. A ball hit out to center field. Walker races over and gets there and makes the grab, and that's the end of the 8th inning. When we come back from break, I'll give you those schedule changes. Who's in left field, Bill?
What?
Who's in left field?
Burl, number 3.
Who's in right?
Good question.
Okay.
Bring around right fielder.
7. Number 7.
He's in. So Behringer's in the center.
Oh yeah, there is a different guy.
Sean Menzel is in right.
Who's at second?
Number 9, Rosenthal.
Rosenthal.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right?
Now, this does go 9 innings. Does Dylan still get the 3-inning save?
Oh yeah. All right, let's go through those schedule changes and what's happening with Sheboygan this last few days of the season. Like I mentioned, Saturday's doubleheader has been changed to a 1 9-inning game. It'll start at 5 p.m. That's against the Chicago Clout. Sunday's doubleheader is still on with a 1 p.m. start. That will be against the Chicago Warriors. The Wisconsin State League stepladder qualifying tournament for the state tournament will be next week, either on Tuesday or Wednesday. That is yet to be determined. We should be able to let you know at some point over the weekend when Sheboygan will be playing in that stepladder qualifying tournament. That'll be the last home game of the season, by the way. Ian Mary's going to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for Sheboygan. Pop up on the infield. Chesick makes the catch. Next up for Sheboygan is Brad Rindflesh. Brad walked and scored his last time up. A lot of scoring in this ball game. A lot of base hits. 24 hits, 20 runs. Maybe the best part of the line score issues is Sheboygan has no errors. CJ knocking on the counter, meaning knock on wood. We can keep that going. We got one more half inning to go. Kewaskum, on the other hand, has 4 errors. Dietert's still on the hill for his ball club. Two-two pitch on the way. And good job by Brad to spoil it. Birthday girl is up here in the booth. Annalise has her birthday today. She's 20 years old. She still can't let go of the Sheboygan A's. You know, we do this dance contest every game, and you never get the award. Why is that? You know, I've talked to CJ about that, but he just won't listen. Rindflesh goes down on strikes. That brings up Justin Schnell. Long ball game tonight. That pitch is up high. 3-0 is the count. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And ball 4. Second walk for Justin in the ball game. That brings up Bennett Becker. There it was. Walk like a man. That evens the count at 1-1. Good pitch by Dietert. Bennett is 1 for 4 in the ball game with that big 2-run blast to left. There's another drive out to left field. Drives the left fielder back, but he has room and makes the catch. And that ends the 8th inning for Sheboygan. After 8 complete, Sheboygan leads it 13-7. None of the fielders were leaving the field. Yeah, that is 3 outs, gentlemen. You can go home now. It's all Bill's fault. Of course, he lost his perfect game back in the 3rd, I think it was. Well, I'm going to take a step out, catch a breather, and we'll be right back for the top of the 9th. will be no save then.
Right. Now pitching for the A's, number 11, Bennett Becker. At first base, number 42, Brad Reinflesh.
Wow.
At second base, number 17, Jacob Neese.
Sorry, I thought you were done. That been a little phone. What? That was scary.
Pitching change for Sheboygan. Bennett Becker is going to come in to pitch the ninth. Dylan Davis went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run it was earned, walked 1 and struck out 3. Nice outing for him. Now it's up to Bennett to finish the deal. He's going to have to start off facing the top of the Kewaskum order. Dylan Dietert is going to lead it off. Becker, a quick worker. So had a 3-hour plus ball game tonight, and that'll happen when you get as many walks as we've had. Pitch in the dirt, evens the count at 2-2. Bouncing ball to short. Nice pickup by Smock. His throw across is just in time. Good scoop over there by Reinflesh. And that brings up Jalen Gellings.
Shortstop, number 16, Jalen Gellings.
Becker's first pitch is up high. Nick Rosenthal is in line to pick up the loss if everything stays the way it is now. For Sheboygan, in a strange twist of fate, Ben Vorpal, who went 2 innings, was not very effective, but he's in line to get the win. Had Dylan Davis pitched the ninth, he would have been in line for a save, but since they brought in Becker, there will be no save in this ball game.
Third baseman, number 21, T.J. Roberts.
T.J. Roberts is up. For Gellings, that was his first walk of the ball game. You know, we've seen Becker throw pretty hard from his outfield position and from different positions on the infield, and you just saw it right there on the mound. Boy, he can bring it. Roberts is 1 for 3 in the ball game with a couple of walks. Pitch just a little bit outside. Makes the count 2-1. That pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Roberts climbs into the batter's box. Breaking ball is hammered out to left center field and rolls all the way to the wall. Roberts is going to trot into second base with a double, and coming in from first is Gellings with Kewaskum's 8th run of the game. First pitch, a check swing, and it tips off the bat into the mid of Ian Mary for strike one. Come on, Bennett, let's finish this game off. And we've mentioned throughout the game Roberts is a really good hitter, and he showed it there with his drive to deep left center field for a double. Bouncing ball to Smock, and he can't come up with it. Roberts got just enough in the way to make it difficult, and Smock not able to handle it. That's a first error for Sheboygan on the night. They've actually played a really nice defensive game. But with the error, Kewaskum now has runners on first and third. There is one out. Chesick not able to check his swing. That goes as a strike. Roberts is on at third. Menzel is on at first. Good pitch by Becker on the inside corner. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball, but Chesick up to the task, was able to fight it off. Keep his team alive. Little change of pace, breaking ball, but it was outside. Chesick took it. Makes the count 2-2. Ball popped up on the infield. Roberts. Oh. Little mix-up on the infield. Who is going to take it? Apparently, Luke doesn't know that Harry's in his 12th year with the A's. You just let him take it. He can catch a pop-up. But as it is, Chesick will reach on a fielder's choice. And we get a 5-4 putout at second base for the second out. Roberts was going to trot home, but somebody yelled at him, said, hey, there's only one out, so he went back. So with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, that's going to bring up Burl. Mary just able to catch that one on the webbing of his glove. Was thought that was going to pop away. Chesick's on at first, Roberts at third. There are 2 outs. Good fastball by Becker. Throws it right by Brady Burl. Burl's had a nice night at the plate, going 2 for 4. A couple of runs scored as an RBI. A couple of stolen bases, too. Count is now even at 2-2. Our next live stream broadcast will be Saturday. That's a 5 o'clock start. 1 9-inning game against the Chicago Clout. And by Friday, we will know when Sheboygan is playing in the stepladder tournament. It'll either be on Tuesday or Wednesday. Fly ball out into center field. Walker is there and makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Sheboygan a winner in this one, 13-8, in a very high-scoring, long game. But Sheboygan improves their NEW record now to 9-7. They have completed that portion of their schedule. Kewaskum drops to 10-5. They remain in first place, but there is a chance that they may not win it alone. Let's have to wait and see how that works. Great night at the ballpark. Sheboygan a winner. They had 13 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. Kewaskum 8 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors. The winning pitcher for Sheboygan is Ben Vorpal, and the losing pitcher is their starter, Nick Rosenthal. Like I said, our next broadcast will be 5 o'clock on Saturday. And with that, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.